Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I'll just go over a couple of things before we continue with this field here. This is the barley field I bought in a previous episode, and I will show you just down here a few bits and pieces. I bought the sort of straw hay loft there. And I've also got the cow barn, as you probably noticed from the thumbnail. So we've got cows at the moment. There's only 20 cows in here, but it's something to start me off at the moment. So I've got the cows in here. I've pretty much filled them up. They've got plenty hay, they've got meadow grass, they've got plenty straw. So we've got 20,000 litres of slurry, which is filling up quite nicely. What else? Oh, and I did put over at the chicken pens over here. I'll just show you. I've actually put a sell point in here, which is here. So I put this sell point in, the sell anything sell point, and literally what I'm doing is taking all the pallets from the chicken pens and I'm just putting them in here just now. This holds 50 pallets. I've got 31 in there so far, and yeah, we just sell them at the sell anything point over here. Was thinking of doing it the same for the sheep and the goats. Maybe put a sell anything sell point down there. If I do that, then I won't really need the truck, so I really like using that truck, so I'm just going to keep using that to cart the stuff down to the sell points down at the bottom. So at the moment we're doing this barley field here. We just get here. I've rented the TARDIS, or the lizard TARDIS here, and I've set the capacity to 80,000. It can go up to 200,000, but I set it to 80 and we are almost full. The good thing about this machine is the headers. You get two choices of header. You get the standard header and you get the fast header, which I'm harvesting at 16 miles an hour, 15, 16 miles an hour. So we're just going to get this finished off here. I want to see how much straw I get off this field as well. I did make a small mistake. Well, small mistake. It was a big mistake on my part, actually, because I lost out on a lot of product for my animals, because I did go ahead and buy another field, which I'll show you on the PDA in just a second, which is this field right here. Now I realized another mistake was that I need to have 3 cow pens in total, one for dairy, one for cattle, beef cattle, and one for the water buffalo. They're not all going to fit on here, so there'll probably be 2 on here and 1 on here. But I did buy this field. This was an alfalfa field, and I made the grave mistake of ploughing it all up. I've never worked with alfalfa before, so it's, you know, not realizing I could have just left the alfalfa in there and just harvested it every year and made hay bales out of it. So that was something on a mistake on my part. So, but you live and learn. We all make mistakes. So I noticed the other 2 fields over here are alfalfa. So if I do tend to go and buy one of them fields, then I will just leave it as alfalfa. But having said that, I think I have enough grass fields to sort of keep on top of feeding the animals. It is feeling like it's becoming overwhelming, so I'm just taking it step by step at the moment with all the animal products, getting them sold and filling up the animal pens, making sure they're fed and getting straw down for the cows and slurry being produced. And so there is a lot going on. And once I've got the last of the cows, well, the cows, but the water buffalo in, I will be moving on to pigs, which I have actually got a mod that came out, and I think it's the pig modular pen. So one pen will hold 1,000 pigs. So I'll only need one pen. There is supposedly a cow one coming out, but it's going to be a bit too late for me to use that. So if that had come out, then potentially we could have just had the one pen for each. So what I'm going to do with this barley is it's just going to go into the silo up there for the chickens, because both these fields I'm going to use for the chickens. Just put some wheat back in here and some wheat in there. I would really like to start owning the equipment that I need to get this work done. At the moment I'm renting out the tedders and the windrowers. I'd really like to get them bought. And because of the size of the field, I need the biggest ones, and they're pretty expensive. So I would really like to kind of just, oh, we're full, pay off the loan that I have, and then just take out more of a loan to buy the equipment, or just maybe just go ahead and add on to the loan I've got, and just buy the equipment I need to do the job, and then just pay off that full loan at the end, sort of thing. Because once I sell everything at the end of the challenge, I can use it to pay off the loans. So I only need enough to just buy a tedder and a windrower at the moment, because the grass is the one thing that grows the quickest, and it's harvested at least twice a year. So, and I'm going to get to a stage where I'm going to be overrun with hay bales. So we'll just dump all this in here. It's quite quick at dumping it in. That's fine. That's perfect. So it's actually quite hard to think this is where it all started, up here in this little spot up here. But at least in this episode, we're not going to be seeing me just selling off everything just to make money, and kind of boring just selling every time. So by having the different fields now, we can see some different content in the videos. Well, that's my hope anyway. But I hope you are all enjoying this series. I have racked up quite a number of hours in this series as well. I think I've done 70 hours just trying to do things off camera. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of work off camera. So yeah, I think it's about 72 hours I've done so far. So it's going to be well over 100 hours. I say well over, but it'll be over 100 hours anyway I put in total in this series. But it certainly has been a challenge. I will say that it's quite a tough challenge, this one. Oh, don't go in the ditch. Not one I would say is for the faint-hearted anyway. I would have liked to have maybe completed the challenge a bit quicker, but as I say, I'll probably just get a loan out and see how we get on. find out the price of the tedder. Maybe the tedder and the windrower. Maybe a couple extra bits and pieces, maybe. You definitely will need it for that bigger field. There's a fair amount of barley on this field. This was a full yield, I think, at 97%, I think. So once we get some wheat in here, we'll get this all cultivated, and we'll put some wheat down. I'm not sure when the wheat is able to be put in. Is it September? So September, for that, the wheat will be getting harvested. So we could prepare the fields anyway. And I was renting out the larger of the seeders as well. It was a 12-meter seeder. I've got plenty of seed left over from the last time when I put the grass in this field over here in the old alfalfa field. So I've got plenty of seed left over. I did empty it and put it in the storage. Well, not storage, but in the shed. So you probably would have seen that, might have seen that at the beginning of the video there. So I'm not too worried about the seeds. So should be enough to cover both this and the smaller field. Well, it was definitely enough to cover that big field anyway, and that's a lot bigger than this one. So as I say, I'd like to see how much straw I'm going to get off this field, because I can't remember how much the actual silo holds, because the straw, I'm going to end up having to get another silo actually for the straw down by the cows, because it's stored in there at the moment in that silo, and that's just a bit too far away. But I mean, would you guys think it would be worth having a sell point over there near the animals? That way I could potentially sell off the truck and trailer and get some money in. Or do you think we'd just stick to the plan of just add to the loan? I'm just going to add to the loan as well, so that's an option. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't mind either way. But right. So that was 80,000 and 14,000. So nearly 100,000 litres of barley come off this field. That's crazy. That is crazy. And this is not even the biggest field. Can you imagine it on the biggest field in this map? Right, so what I'll do is I will top up the chicken pens with this. I would like to buy one of these as well. Save renting out all the time, may as well just buy it and have it. And that way I can have it sitting up here and ready to just rock and roll with harvesting these two fields. Eventually we may end up just buying this one here and just joining up joining this two together and joining that two together, so it'll be one, just like one giant field basically, but in a very weird shape. So see what I need to top up for these guys. may take it all, actually. Oh no, it didn't take all of it, but it took a good majority of it. Oh. Okay. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but yeah, I did. It was just a little bit too late when I saw it. Can I get close enough to that one? Yep. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay. So it's used all that. Not too worried about that. Right. Let's get rid of... Never ever seen anything in the used vehicle sales anymore as well. That's another point. You know, it's ridiculous. The equipment I want to try and get, I can't get. Actually, no, I don't think I'll return that yet because wheat is going to be in the next couple of months. So I'll just keep this up here just now. What I could do is sell the trailer. Well, return the trailer. Where are you? There you are. I'll return that. I'll keep this up here because this wheat field will be ready soon. Turn off that. Oh no! Don't. Yeah. Don't hire a worker yet. Excellent. Right. Let's see what we're getting from this straw. I'm not actually 100% sure on how much the cows actually take in straw, but it's almost pretty full. What did you say? It's 200,000 litres of straw? Well, it is a lot of straw. This trailer will hold 200,000 litres anyway, and the reason I've gone for the forage attachment here is because I did see Tony using this and it looked pretty good, so I thought, oh, I'll buy that and I'll use that instead of using a forage wagon. Unless someone comes up with a nice idea of turning a forage wagon into a 200,000 litre forage wagon, which would be nice. Not hinting at anything at all. I don't actually think we do have I don't think one came out. Where are we? Forage wagons. Oh, it did come out actually. Tell a lie, never mind. It's there. It is there. So we could have potentially used that instead, but I like using this one. We're definitely getting plenty straw off this field anyway, that's for sure. But as I probably mentioned in one of my previous videos, what I will do is I will obviously save the game and then I'll sell everything off at the very end, because I may keep this open to just potter about and play on, because it's a really nice map. And I know that Taylor Farms has released the Prairie, Michigan farm map, so, and he's got another, maybe 2, I think, coming out. So I've never ever been a fan of maps with big fields, but I've actually enjoyed playing on these ones. Oh no, don't go in there. You know, so I have never been a fan of large fields, but kind of enjoying on these maps. Just big, wide open maps. I think Pellegrini has some large fields on it too, so, and it's more immersed, a bit more features in it. But these are created on real life locations. This one's by Taylor Farms, so, and it's good too because you can, I mean, if you don't like the plain red and white barns and stuff, you can always change it up and build your own if you're going to start a series on it. So there's always plenty of options for these kind of maps. The good thing is too, if I do manage to extend or buy that field just behind us there and extend this onto that, we're definitely not gonna need to buy excuse me, we're definitely not going to need the buy anything silo to buy the feed for the chickens, which is what I was needing to do due to the time it took for the wheat and that to grow. So we should get plenty off it. We're nearly 50% now, and I don't even think we're halfway through this field. So judging by what I've got here so far, we could have over 200,000 litres of straw. I wonder, do we have a cheap version of a straw? Silos. Cheap version of a straw. That's the hayloft for straw. 250,000 litres. That's for the crops. That's 10 million. That's a bit too much. Okay, we don't actually really have anything. $63,000 for that. So I think we've already got one of them already over at where the hay bales, straw bales and that are, or the hay bales, should I say. It only holds 250,000 litres, so this is a bit of a doohickey, this one. Right, okay. So I definitely think we're going to get over 200,000 litres of straw on this. But what I could do is, once I get to 50% on this, or get to the end of this line, I'll take this straw over and I will put it in the cow barn. But what I am going to plan doing soon is probably start baling the hay bales with the liftable mods. That way I can just lift them off the trailer or dump them and then lift them into the barns and just drop them in. Just make things a bit quicker. So I'm not sure what the limit is on the barns on this map, which is going to be, yeah. Because I've already got 4, 5, 7 on here already. So I'm hoping I can get the other 2 cow barns and the pig barn. I should be able to. But, right. Let's dump this straw in here. It shouldn't take all of this, but if it does, I'll be surprised. No, it didn't. Right, so they are absolutely full of straw now. Well, that's the one thing I haven't got. Ooh, wait, I don't have a manure pit. Do they do manure? Will they do manure? Because they do slurry. I thought this was a manure pit, but it obviously isn't. Because that is the milk, and that is the slurry. So I'm just wondering, because the idea I have is to put this one sort of here. But I would leave a bit of space, obviously, to get into the slurry tanks. I wonder if I could actually put a manure pit right in the middle. Like right in the middle here somewhere. Would that be too far away, or... I suppose there's only one way to find out. The silo to store manure temporarily. Increases the capacity of your manure heap. So I need to get a silo. So I wonder if this will work. Would that be too far away, do you think, though? Because I would really, ideally, it would be quite good to keep it between the two. But you know what? We'll just try it. It's not going to hurt to try it. As I say, I don't know. I was actually having problems with the manure in the other series that I've got going, which is the investment challenge. I can't seem to get the manure to work, no matter what I do with it. But that's another video for another day. Right. Okay. Turn this tractor off just now. Right, I've got the truck there. It's already got some milk in it from the goats. So, and there is more being produced. Quite the thing. Say slurry, and the milk is being produced really well here. Slurry is 20,000 litres. I don't know about selling it or what I should do with it, to be honest. But let's see what's... So this manure heap may be too far away from the cow barn, but it may be worth trying out. It won't hurt to try. If it works, all the better, because that will fill up a lot quicker. So, right, I think I'll leave you guys here with this episode. So if you have enjoyed it, please leave a like, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you are informed of all my uploads. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you all in the next one. But until then, bye for now.